Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. However, I've only posted 3 videos in the last 11 months and with a 10-month hiatus, so is that really a channel? I'm guessing it is. Anyway, I'm guessing you're new here, so my name is Nydia, I'm 36 and I'm a paleontologist. And for those of you who've thought, oh, a paleontologist like Ross and friends, I'm sorry, I have to tell you that you have to subscribe because that's the paleontological law. To talk a bit about my favorite and non-favorite palettes, because I've been doing makeup for like the last year or so, and I've seen a lot of people doing a palette tag, and I like to do something like that. I don't really, I kind of make my own tags because I don't know, I felt like it would be more me if I made them myself. So I have 16 tags.
15. I have a bit C, but apparently I can't count.
But 19, I think 20 palettes because I couldn't decide in some of them. But so let's start with the first one. The first one is a so-so palette. So basically a palette that I like in some ways, but I hate it in others. And that's a Spanish brand, ConMdeMiriam. And it's a collaboration with ConMdeMiriam, and the brand is Corazona. So this palette, I really like the shimmers, but I despite with all of my heart the mattes, at least the dark mattes. I just don't like them. They're powdery. The black is super hard pressed and you can't get any pigment out of it. The neutrals are okay. So basically you get 15 shades, of which 12 are pretty good, or well, the shimmers are excellent, and then 3 pretty good and 3 horrible, and you pay nearly 12 euros. So it's okay, you know, it's nice, this palette. So a so-so palette. Okay, so the second one, it's a palette that I didn't want at first, but then I was somehow talked into buying, and that's The Nightmare Before Christmas by Colourpop. So I am a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan, and when I saw this palette, I loved the packaging. It's just so cool, and it actually glows in the dark. I really liked it, but the color story was like, what? Why? But then looking at it, once you have it, it's nice. It's a nice, like, Halloween color story, but there is really just one goal for Christmas. And what really bothers me is, why is the shade called, what's this? Red. And the shade called Santa Claus, pink. Like, am I missing something? But anyway, I quite like this palette. It's nice. So then the next one is a palette that is still untouched, and that's the Limoncello palette, also by Colourpop. So I bought this one on a very big sale they had, I think in December, and it got here in January. And this one was a free palette. Like if I spend like $40 or whatever, I got 2 free palettes, and this one was one of them. I really like it, but I'm waiting for warmer weather to use it. Oh, I didn't say, I live in Spain, but I live in the north of Spain, so don't think it's all sun and nice weather. We have a lot of rain, very cold, super humid. It's more like Alaska in here. So still waiting for nicer weather to use. The next one is a palette I really wanted, but now I hardly use. And that's the Gather Round Sisters, also by Colourpop. So this is the third Colourpop palette that we have in here. And I really wanted this one because it's very beautiful outside. And then it's so grungy. I really like it. so grungy inside. It doesn't have a mirror. I rather palettes without a mirror because I rarely use them. It's got one press glitter, which I hate, but it's okay. 1 out of 16. Is it 16? No, 15. 1 out of 15 is okay. And I don't know why I don't use it. Because I like it. And I like it when I use it. But I guess I'm just weird. So then the next one is the most beautiful palette I own. And I'm taking into account everything. The outside, the inside, the formula, the color story, everything, the inspiration, everything. And this palette is the Iceland Fire and Ice palette by Nomad Cosmetics. It's just so pretty. Outside and inside. The colors are just... So I was in Iceland 4 years ago, I think. And, you know, for a geologist, I am a geologist, like specializing in paleontology, and my husband is a geologist as well. And for a geologist, Iceland is the happiest place on earth. Like, no doubt about that. And this palette just reminds me one of the best times of my life. And it's just so beautiful. Look at these 3 shimmers. So beautiful. And you can go dark, you can go light, you can do everything you want with it. And I just adore this palette. So much. So much. And it's like dumb friendly. Like you can do anything you want with that one, even if you don't have an experience with makeup. So the next one is the palette. I say in the instance, someone tell me, you either give me all of your palettes or I'll kill you. For whatever reason, someone that might want to give all of my palettes up. This one would be the last one I would actually agree to give up. I love this one. Is the Club Nebula, Kaleidos, and Angelica Nyqvist. And I just love this palette. So I love everything. I love Angelica. She is the person who single-handedly made me come into like makeup and colorful makeup and everything. And I got this palette, I think it was on the 3rd time that was restocked, and the last one, I didn't know this palette existed until it was announced that was being restocked for the last time. And just at that time, I passed the examination for my PhD, so this was the perfect gift for me. It was the first palette I bought myself. I have older ones, but they were given to me. Or who knows what happened, because I have years and years older palettes. But this one, okay, I think I cannot do it anyway to not blind you. This one is just a work of art. It's so cool, like cool tone and shifty and dark and light. And then the inspiration behind it, the whole sci-fi. Obviously, sci-fi is a big part of my life. You know, Star Wars and Firefly and Star Trek and all of that. I really enjoy it. The first shade here is called Firefly. I don't really know if it is after the series Firefly, which I really love, and I cannot understand how it was cancelled. But yeah, I love all about this palette, and I would have the hardest time giving up this palette, especially because it was limited edition and you can't get it anymore. So yeah. Okay, so the next one is my most used palette. So right now it's also going for Angelica, because it's this one, Odens, the Hela palette. I love this palette. So right now for springtime, this one is perfect. And also goes dark, bright. It has some very, very cool duochromes and multichromes in there. Very, very beautiful. And I've done so many looks with this palette on my Instagram. So many. There's so much variety you can achieve with this one, and it's very, very pretty as well. And Oden's formula is really nice too. I have 3 palettes from Oden's, and they're all here, so you'll see them, all of them. The next one is a palette is compact, but it's still perfect, and that one is the Pickle palette, or the Paint Me Green and Call Me a Pickle because I'm done dealing with you palette. This one is by Sugar Drizzle, and it's a very small company that does incredible shimmer shades. And this palette, I'm a sucker for green, and this palette is just everything I need. It's so pretty. So yeah, compact but perfect. So the next one is a palette that it actually surprised me. I didn't expect much from it, but it surprised me. And that's the Roaring 20s, the Reckless palette. And this one is by Nomad Cosmetics. I couldn't remember the name. And yeah, this one actually surprised. I did not expect it to like it as much as I'm liking it. So it's got pretty nice mattes and very, very pretty shimmers, especially these 3 here, very pretty, and they last a good while. And it was a pretty cheap palette. I think it was €20 for those who know what euro means. So yeah, I was surprised by this one. So the next one is a palette I regret buying. So I wish I hadn't bought this palette because I just don't like it. I don't like just, I love the color story, but I just don't like the formula. I don't like the mattes. I don't like the shimmers. I love the colors, but that's about it. And that's The Age of Opulence by Beauty Bay. And I can't make it work. If any of you knows how make it work, please let me know, because I just don't like it. It's spotty, the mattes are spotty, the shimmers crease like crazy on me. I always use glitter primer, glitter glue, the NYX one, and nothing I can do with this. So that's the one, the Age of Opulence. That's the one I wish I hadn't bought. So then the next one is a palette with undeserved hype. What's about this palette? I don't know. Why is it $65? I actually got it for free because Sephora made a mistake, or I don't know if it was Sephora or the delivery company or what, but they made a mistake and they ended up giving it to me for free for, all the troubles that it got me. But what's the hype about this one? Why is it $65? Like, there is indie brands that make way better quality shades than these ones. Just don't know. Sorry, I had a terrible thought that I wasn't recording, and I had to go check, because if I have to do the whole thing again, I'll probably be very sad. Okay, so the next one is a palette I wish I would use more, and I posted on Instagram about this. I don't know when I'm gonna post this on YouTube, probably tomorrow. So yesterday I posted about this on my Instagram on yesterday, which my Instagram is the same name as my YouTube, and that's the Nubian too by Juvias Place. I actually like this palette a lot. It's pretty neutral, but it's got very, very nice shadows in here, very nice colors and very nice quality shades. Oh, actually it's the one I'm wearing, but my makeup is a bit rough right now because I've been the whole day running errands, going to a park with my daughter, fighting with her, putting her to sleep. So yeah, don't look much at it. But this is a very nice palette. I don't know why I don't use it anymore. I wish I had this one twice rather than Natasha and Denona Love. Okay, next one is a palette I bought mainly for the packaging. And there's 3 of those. There's 3. Surprise, right? I like Star Wars. And yeah, I bought them mainly for the packaging. And Colourpop, as many as you want to come out, as many palettes as you want to come out, based on Star Wars, I'll buy them because I'm stupid. And I'll buy them and I love them and I'll keep them in the boxes really nicely. I'll use them. But I actually have a second one for the child. I have a second one for the child, just in case. But they are good. I really like the quality of the Darth Vader one. Like, that's very nice. The packaging is awesome in all of them. I like the quality of the Darth Vader one. But I think my favorite color story is the child. I'd say the child, and then the Mandalorian, and then the Darth Vader. Child, you know, this one has seen better days. But I have the backup, so it's okay. I can break this one. I can drop it and break it. I have another one. And the Mandalorian, I really like it. It's very Mandalorian-like. But the quality, I don't know. I don't think it's as good as the other 2. And that duochrome in the middle is very nice. Yeah, so these 3, I bought them for the packaging, and I'm not ashamed in telling you so. I'm that stupid. Okay, so next one is the most beautiful palette outside. And here's where I have an issue, because I can't decide. I just think these 2 are so beautiful outside and inside, both of them, but especially outside. Look at this one. Oden's side is just serious. It's out of this world what they make. And inside they're also very, very pretty. But like, we're talking about the outside on this 2. This is like a book. And even I can't show you the mirror because I'll blind you, but even the mirror is so beautiful. I'm gonna show you the inside because I just can't. I just can't. They're so pretty. And this one inside is all jewel tones and very beautiful too. This is just Odens has to be. It has to be the company they put the most thought on everything about their palettes. I only have eyeshadow palettes from Odens side. I'm going to order now on Easter. There's gonna be mystery boxes, and I think I'm gonna order the big one. And if I get any of these 2 palettes, duplicate, because the Hela palette is not gonna be in the mystery boxes. So if I get any of these 2 duplicate, I don't care because they're so pretty. So I'll have a backup from one of them, maybe 2. I don't have any of the small palettes, and I think I like to get a couple of those because they look very nice. But I just like all of them. They're just so pretty. Okay, so the last thing is the palette. I just can't with it. It's just so funny, so well thought, and it's breathtaking inside. So the palette is breathtaking inside. And that's the Pizza Kitty, again by Sugar Drizzle. I love the artwork. I just love the artwork. I think it was this one that I spotted a typo on the ingredients. Maybe it was the Nom Crumb, because I have 3 from Sugar Drizzle. No, it must have been the Nom Crumb. But this one inside, just look at this. They're all shimmers. There's 2 squishy shadows. And then, I don't know, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, I think there is 5 duochromes in here, or 6 duochromes. 7, I don't know. There's 12 shadows. in here, and they're all amazing, amazing. And you put it on and it stays where you put it the whole day, and that's what I want in the shimmers. And I do one shadow looks with this, and I incorporate them in other looks with other palettes, and I do just shimmer looks with these ones as well. Like I think I've done like 5 or 6 shimmers at one point because I went crazy with it. I asked my husband, which palette do you want me to use today? And he said the Pizza Kit. I was like, okay, so you know, I have to go crazy with that. And it's just, this one is so pretty. The Pizza Kit by Sugar Drizzle. Okay, so that was the 16 tags that I had. I think I've gone pretty fast through them, I hope, because I don't want to be a very long video. And anyway, remember, if you thought, when I said about I'm a paleontologist, you thought, oh, like Ross and friends, you have to subscribe. There is no other, there is no other way. You have to subscribe. But if you want to, you didn't think about that and you still want to subscribe, that's also fine. You know, be my guest, subscribe. I think I only have 1 subscriber, so you'll be the second one. I really like makeup, so at some point I'll do, you know, challenges or get ready with me, or just let me know what you want, if you want anything. And if you don't want anything, then don't let me know. I'd rather not to go. Okay, so thank you very much for being here with me and accompanying me looking at my beautiful and not so beautiful palettes. And I hope to see you soon. Bye!